Hello, welcome back. I am so sorry that I didn't do a video last week. We had guests the whole week, so I wasn't really able to film much while also having guests and being at work and stuff like that. So, I know, a fountain of excuses as always. But I just wanted to take you guys along with me for a little bit of a to-do day, or the rest of today into a little bit of tomorrow, because I have some stuff to do. So I figured I might as well just bring you along. Right now, I am currently doing my second round of sending out our wedding announcement cards. I meant to do this days ago, but did not. What else do I have to do? I wrote a to-do list and it's over there. I already went grocery shopping this morning, but I have to repot this basil plant as well, so I will do that in a bit. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Just some other little bits and bobs. There's some laundry that I would like to try to fold and or put away. You know, we'll get our stuff done together. Basically, get your basket of laundry or some task you've been putting off and let's just get some stuff done together. Okay, my hair is crazy. I have a lot of random things to do today, including filming another dance cover. I know I just talked about being in one recently, but I have another one that I have to get ready for. So I guess I'll take you along, kind of. I don't know how much I'll actually be able to film because we're going to be doing stuff the whole time, but we'll see. Anyway, my little to-do list, repot basil. Done. I did that last night. I have addressed the cards. I need to get 2 more stamps. I need 2 more international stamps because I have a lot of international people that I'm sending these to. What else do I have to do? There's still a pile of clothes to fold, so maybe I'll do that later and we could just be chatting. Make Flip's food. That has just started. So I'm gonna check that off. Should have done that last night, but it's fine. Okay, we're getting things done. And then just getting ready for the dance cover. Okay, let's do some folding and maybe we can chat. I'm gonna have the Portugal-Uzbekistan game on in the background. Portugal is absolutely demolishing Uzbekistan at the moment, which makes me sad because Ray and I, every single turn of this whole World Cup, have just been rooting for all of the underdog teams. You know, you hate to see the big guy win every time. It's honestly so boring. There's been a few upsets in the points scoring. Anyways, enough about sports. I feel like the first half of the year was kind of crazy in terms of people visiting, things happening. I mean, obviously things are still going to be happening for the rest of the year and our lives. But I feel like there was just a lot going on. I was just going back and forth to a lot of things that were happening. And now I might finally have the time to start organizing things again because we are not having any more guests stay with us for several more months. So that's really great. I would love to try getting some work done around the apartment. I really wanted to get a little bit more done. I just feel like, I don't know, there's so much crap in here, randomly all over the place. So I think a huge goal for me in the next month or so that I can feel kind of reset a bit is just to do a bit of decluttering, kind of like get everything back to a place where I feel like I'm not just like moving things out of the way to find other things sort of thing, you know what I mean? And kind of just getting to a place where I feel like I can be okay to just like take out a sewing machine and start learning how to sew, because there's not like crap everywhere all over the surface that I would like to be doing that or whatever. And I think part of that is just getting some of the construction materials finally out of our room, because we finished the ceiling, as you may or may not know. It is finally done, but we still have some construction stuff in there, and also our wall by our bed is definitely not complete yet. So I think we're just gonna take a pause on that for a little while. It's fine. At least the room is like sleepable now, which is honestly the biggest thing. So even if the wall's not complete, we also have a little bit of time to figure out exactly what we want to do with it. And then just like other stuff around the apartment, as much as I would like to just like spend money and do things, I know that we have a lot of the materials that we need to do all of that stuff, so we don't need to be spending money. Like some of the paint that we already have and can use. And then there's a couple of like ideas for the kitchen that I have, or the bathroom, that definitely would need a tiny bit of money to be spent on them, but I can either hold those off or like really make sure we're like ready to go. But there's also so many like tiny things that can easily be done before I even start spending money on those things. So it's just the reminder again, going into this no-buy, being in the no-buy, of like using what you have to get the things done that you wanted to get done first, instead of like having your eye being caught by bigger, shinier, sparklier things, projects, whatever. You know what I mean? That's definitely something I'm gonna have to remind myself of. Like, don't be spending money on bigger, shinier projects when you already have plenty of stuff to do a lot of other projects that you've been meaning to do for a much longer time. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have a lot of yarn and only some idea of what to do with it. I think I mentioned this before. I definitely will be starting a little stash busting series, probably just like getting stuff done and also knitting through yarn and stuff before buying any new yarn, because I have so many projects on the queue and my progress is very slow. Speaking of, I'm still like barely only halfway done with my Sophie hood. This is where I'm at. I still don't know how to do decreases, although I was talking to my coworker and she said it's very easy. Basically just knit two together. So this is where I'm at with my Sophie hood. It's almost half the length. So like it's almost at the point where you need to start decreasing and then increase again and then decrease, because you kind of like create a little butt that you then fold in half and then seam that together to make the whole hood situation, because it's like, you know what I mean? It'll make sense when I'm finished with it, but it's also summer now, so there's literally no rush on me finishing this. I just also kind of want to get it over with. Not like over with, but I would love to start working on another project, and I really want to stop starting projects when I'm in the middle of other ones. Like, it's very frustrating to me to just have a million open projects. And I know that that can be fun to like a certain extent, because sometimes I just like want to work on a different project. I usually have one or two crochet projects open where one of them is kind of like mindless, which that one definitely is, and one that like I'm following a pattern or need to be focusing on increases or decreases or whatever. This one's super easy because I'm just using the I mean, it was explained to me on TikTok as the candy cane method, because he's just using a piece of cardboard and a candy cane, but it's this basically. So I'm just using a stitch marker to like mark what part I'm at, and then for the size that I'm doing, every 6 you do an increase. So yeah, I just definitely want to get going on more projects and stuff. I feel like I haven't been that creative and haven't been creating that much, whether that's YouTube or knitting or crochet or whatever, just because I've been like wasting my time, rotting my brain away, like scrolling and stuff. I don't know. it's just, I go through these phases of like wanting to do everything, feeling overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that I have to do, and then absolutely getting literally nothing done at all. I feel like a smidge of it is like a little bit burnout-y, but at the same time, like I know that I'm wasting my time like scrolling and stuff. It's like absolutely not what I want to be spending my time doing at all. So I don't know, I feel like I always am like, oh, I want to create a schedule and blah blah blah, but then I never do. And then I kind of just exist in these same patterns that I've been existing in for a really long time because I don't actually have a schedule, whether that's because I can't actually hold myself to that schedule or what. But for me, it's very difficult to switch from task to task and like initiate tasks for myself. That's like one of my biggest struggles, genuinely. So it's really, really hard for me to self-motivate unless there's some kind of a deadline. And even then, if the deadline is kind of self-imposed, I'm just like, well, it doesn't really matter, so I don't have to do it. Just kind of brain vomiting at this point. Having this window in the back is actually really, really annoying, and it's fucking with the color so bad. Is that better now? Anyways, yeah, I would really love to get to a schedule that like helped me out a bit more. I feel like I've just been struggling to like get a good routine going because I've also just been trying to like get more work in theater and not been hearing back because I just don't have that much experience yet, and it's one of those industries where you kind of need to know people to have like a word of mouth connection. It's very difficult to just like stroll up and be like, hey, give me a job. There's this TV show that I might have a connection with though, so we will see. I don't know, maybe something like doing something on the Discord where like for an hour or two, once or twice a week, it's just like time to be creative or do something that is not connected to a screen, you know? And I know obviously it'll be online and everything is connected to a screen nowadays, but like doing that or like trying to schedule myself some time in the apartment or outside if the weather is nice to like go and do something where I'm not in this apartment or whatever. The thing is, that's so fucking difficult, and it just like, as much as I understand why all these other like influencers and vloggers and whatever go out and like do things and buy things and they're like, I'm gonna go work in a coffee shop for a little bit, or I'm gonna go blah 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 and blah. I don't do this full time. I do actually have a real job. Not saying that this isn't a real job, because it takes a lot of time to like film videos and do things, which is why I've not been amazingly consistent at it, because I have another job and I also have ADHD and horrible time management. But like, it's just so frustrating that it's like, oh, like let's make the vlog interesting by going out to a cute coffee shop and eating and blah blah blah. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the money for that. New York is so expensive. I don't want to be spending $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 a week eating out and doing all this stuff that's not realistic for me and or most of my audience. I know it's nice to like watch someone else do that and think like, oh yeah, what a nice life and all that, but I just don't feel like it's realistic for most people, and I feel a bit stagnated on this channel in particular because I'm like, I'm not like going out and teeing around the city all the time, which to some may be kind of boring, but like I do try to keep myself busy with some activities, like doing this dance cover, for example. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just in a weird place. Sorry, this is gonna kind of just been like chit chat with me, word vomit time. I'm sure that a lot of you can relate in many ways of like, when you do have free time and stuff, you kind of don't necessarily want to be all out and about on the town spending all of your money that you earned throughout the week. And like, it's like a weird dance that you kind of have to do. So yeah, sorry that I haven't been posting much. I haven't felt that inspired. I think I just need to stop wishing I was at a different part of my life and start enjoying where I'm at right now, making the best of it, you know, making this apartment a bit more like how I want it to be. I think giving it some little toquecitos and like using up the things that I have, creating fiber projects and stuff, and like learning how to sew with some of the like fabric that I have will be really good for me. So yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. Otherwise, please let me know. I feel like I ask this all the time and then forget to write things down, but like let me know what kind of videos you also would like to see me do, because any ideas are helpful and great. I'm definitely going to try to do more reading videos on my reading channel, which I've literally let sit there and collect cobwebs for the past 6 months or more. I was in the worst reading slump, so that's another huge reason why that's been happening. But sewing, definitely will do some stash busting content. A lot of you were asking for that. Just other stuff, you know, anything, let me know. Anyways, I have a few other errands to run. I will take you along with me, and then gotta go do the dance cover. So let's do it. Okay, I've been doing my hair like this more recently because it gets all of the hair out of my face and off the back of my neck. That's really the one like drawback of having short hair, is that you think it's like gonna be easier to manage, but then it actually is just in your fucking face all the time. And I feel like I always forget that whenever I get short hair. I'm like, oh, it's so cute, blah, 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 whatever. And then it's like always in my face and all over. So I think I'm gonna start growing my hair out again. I think I'm gonna go take the dog to the post office and the library really quickly. I just have to drop the books off in the thing so he won't have to come all the way inside with me, and usually they're not that upset about it. I just need to buy 2 international stamps, or just like a sheet of them, because I'll probably need more soon / eventually. Anyways, so yeah, look at the freaking cute ass stamps that I got though for everyone else in the US. Like, adorable. I got so many, so I'm set on stamps for the US for a while. Anyway, dropping these books off. I can't decide between these ones because I didn't actually get to read either of these two. I have read this book before. I read it and I rated it like 4.75 stars, nearly 5. I really enjoyed it, even though people have mixed feelings about it because of something that happens in the end, and also these characters are not perfect. So don't go in being like, oh, teehee, this is whatever. It's very realistic in terms of like 2 people that are kids hurt each other again and again, but come back to each other because they have a really close bond sort of thing. I'm not usually a huge fan of second chance romance, but something about this just really struck me. And then this one, my friend told me that it's kind of going back and forth between real life and a fan fiction. And she was like, the fan fiction parts were just so hard to get through because I just wanted to go back to what was going on in real life. So I can't decide if I want to give this a chance because I also have heard really good things about it. I don't know. I think I might just keep it for now, and if I don't end up reaching for it in the next week or so, I will just return it when it like needs to be returned. But the thing is about these other 2, I'm really fucking excited about these. This is another Carly Fortune book. It's her new one, and I was literally, my jaw was on the floor when I saw it at the library because I was shocked that it was available. So this I'm definitely going to be reading, and it's not connected to any other book, so I can just read it separately. And then this one, have only heard amazing things about this one, and I'm so excited to read it. Maybe I'll do a reading vlog of me reading some library books. I already just read this one, 5 stars, amazing, perfect, so cute, adorable, definitely recommend. It's the 2nd book in the Heartstrings. I guess it's gonna be a trilogy now because she just announced a 3rd book, and the first one is First Time Caller. Both amazing. This one, also very good. The 2nd book in the Dark Inheritance trilogy. The 3rd one is coming out next year. It should be on NetGalley soon. I'm very excited. It's a really good series if you like romantasy and yearning. Tension. Really good. No one talks about this series. The first one is called The Serpent and the Wolf. Do I want to reread this? I have so many other things to reread. I do want to reread this. It's only 300 pages. I could read it really fast. Okay, I think I'm gonna give this one a second chance and see if I do end up reaching for it. And then I have Martyr by my bedside because I just started reading that. I'm still like barely 10 pages in right now. But we out here, we're making progress. Maybe I'll start a reading vlog of me reading highly anticipated reads from the library. Right, Flip? I might as well. Oh, I'm back. Okay, I dropped off the books. Let me get my glasses back on. I dropped off the books at the library, sent out the things. I went up to the thing and she was like, how many stamps do you need? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I could just buy the amount of stamps that I need. So I only ended up spending like $3.40, which is great. I still have an hour-ish before I need to leave for this dance cover thing, so I have an hour to get ready. I stink and my hair is pissing me off because it's so greasy, so I think I'm just gonna take a shower really quick and then start getting ready for it. I will show you guys the final fit of what I'm wearing. We're supposed to wear like light-ish wash jeans and some kind of a sports jersey on the top. My outfit's not going to be revolutionary, it's not going to be crazy, amazing, fantastic, whatever. But you know what? That's okay. I don't really care that much. We put this whole thing together in like literally the span of 3 weeks, and I didn't know any of the choreography when we began. So I would say in general, this whole thing has been a win on my end of things. Yeah. Hello, I'm back from filming the cover. The outfit prompt was to wear a jersey. I have this one because Ray got it, because it has his last name on it. I did my makeup. It looks a lot prettier in person. The lighting is just really bad in here, obviously, because it's nighttime. But that's it. That's the day. I am so tired. I'm gonna wipe all this makeup off and I need to eat something actually. So I'm gonna make myself some dinner and maybe like put on a movie or a show or something and fall asleep. And of course, I had to rep my girls. I had my Sirens bracelet on because I don't have any Sirens stuff yet. I really wish I could have worn a Sirens jersey for this cover, but I also would have stood out like a sore thumb. Aqua colored jersey on. Turquoise, I don't know. Technically the color is turquoise. People always say teal, but it's not teal. Probably should have turned that light on sooner. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and yesterday. Just getting some stuff done, chilling, hanging out. It was basically a body doubling video. And that's it for this one. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, I'm sending all my love because we're all just trying our best out here. Just do your best and be nice to people. Anyways, see you in the next one. Bye!